Isaiah chapter number 61, verse number 7 says, for your shame ye shall have double. Brother John, maybe me and you the only one that's didn't have some shame. He says, for your shame you about to have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. Boy, one day I'm gonna have a church that feel like me. Somebody shout, for your shame. Come on, shout it, for your shame. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, for your shame, you about to receive double. Watch this, watch this. Now, what is shame? Shame is the painful feeling arising from the consciousness of something dishonorable, improper, ridiculous, done by oneself or another. But here's what the Lord told me to tell you. The truth of the matter is, if you would be honest, if you're like me, my shame came from myself and others. There were some things that I done that brought shame to myself, but then there were some things that I didn't do that people did that brought shame on me. Watch this. Disgrace, a fact of circumstance bringing disgrace. Oh, God. Some of you have been through some really rough times that have brought shame to you. And you know what it's like to go through embarrassment, to have people talking about you. And you tried your best to keep it quiet, but it seemed like the more you tried to keep it quiet, the more they talked. Is there anybody know what I'm talking about? And then all of a sudden, you decided that you would disconnect yourself from people. And then maybe they would leave you alone. But it seemed like when you got out of sight and you thought you would be out of mind, but all of a sudden you found out that once you disappeared, you became the topic of conversation, and you didn't understand why they were talking about you, and you decided that I won't even dealing with you no more. So why is my name still in your mouth? It was because you were being set up for your double, and you didn't even know it. Because the Bible says that for your shame ye shall have double. And it is because of the shame. It's because of the kids out of wedlock. It's because of the painful divorce and everybody running you down. It's because of the foreclosure. Yeah. It's because of the repo man coming to get your car. You tried to keep it quiet, but it seemed like everybody was talking about it. All of the things that you went through, I don't even know why people were so concerned about what I went through. I didn't think that I was nothing special. I didn't think that there was nothing so great about me. But evidently, they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. See, you got to realize realize that when people are talking about you, there has to be something about you that you may not even see yourself, that they see in you. And it's a jealousy and an envy that has arisen up in them. So they allow the enemy to use them, Brother Lorenzo, to try to run you down and to try to take you out. But what they didn't understand, brother, is that all they did was set you up for your double. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor, say neighbor, say neighbor, your double is coming for all the shame, for all the embarrassment, for all of those things that you went through. God says, I'm about to reward you. God says, I'm about to repay you. God says, get ready, get ready, get ready. Don't worry about who talked about you. Sister Kim, don't worry about who ran you down. God said that double is coming your way for all of the shame that you've endured, but you kept on holding your head up. You kept on serving God. You kept on coming to church, and God says he's about to reward. He's about to reward. High five your neighbor. Say, neighbor, it had to happen. Say, neighbor, you had to run out. That is why it had to happen. Because God was going to restore you. But when God brings restoration, he don't just restore you with one, but there is at least 5. I ain't got no church. There is at least 5. And for your shame, double, 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 double.